So before we get into the secondary armature, um, so we remember that this is what the original albedo map or the color coder map looks like, and that comes from, you know, the 3D model where somebody took a picture of a Geralt and uploaded it as a 3D image, and you see how just messy it is. Well, let me show you what a really easy one for the game engine to register. And it comes from a better nude body. Just absolutely amazing work. I've been trying to add a male version of that, and I cannot wrap my head around how hard that work is. But this is what a you just see how less complex that is. It's just way easier on the computer. So we're gonna add a secondary armature to try to make Geralt just move more humanly instead of a wolf, where we got all those bones smashed into his face, and it just kind of doesn't make sense. Of course, it can work, but with all those extra bones, it's just a little bit harder to weight paint, and we want to make it as easy as we can on ourselves. And you can actually add the two armatures together, and it should flow pretty nicely. Um, but one of the things you're going to need to do is open up another Blender page. You could also just import. Well, I guess you can. Okay, so you could open up um, the template and just copy it over, or you could open up the base version because it's just stupid hard to open up a .blend file. Regardless, you need both of these. So you're gonna copy all that information and you're gonna try to find a way to post it in here. Now, it's not letting me post or paste because um, it's nothing to do with this. It's copied. This is great. It's telling me that there's nothing to paste, but it's because I'm in pose mode. Um, so can't be in pose mode. You gotta be in object mode to paste an object. Who would have thunk? But if for some reason you can't get out of pose mode, you can copy things from this side of um, the work area, and if you go to to the the actual, you go to Geralt and you click on this similar area and click paste, it will actually paste. So I can show an example of that here. Um, and now I got two screens up. I kind of want to start another collection too. It's not necessary, but um, just ease my mind, I guess. So that's the main body. So let's go to this one. This collection is empty. I'm gonna put it above everything else, just for simplicity, and pasted it, and boom. See, we're still in pose mode, but it let me post it. Um, Now, the next thing I'm struggling with is I can't click it to delete it, and that's because I'm still in pose mode. Anyway, so you can click tab or you push tab or just simply switch it yourself. Get rid of that ball, um, and then we can take a look at where our model is. We're going to go ahead and hide most of Geralt or most of Blythe's body because we don't need it to see this. All right, so you see how much bigger Blythe is compared to the ER template, which you can find in Scrub Milk's Discord channel. It's just It's just not the right size. So we're going to make the base, the template, as big as Geralt because we're going to make the skeleton the right size. So we're going to scale it upwards. And since Blythe kind of leans forward a little bit, we will have to force the skeleton to lean forward. And it'll work. It's perfectly acceptable. We may have to angle it. I'm not going to make you guys watch this whole thing. Just try to get it to match as best as you can if this is a step that you need to do. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with the way the body is sitting, but we need to apply the modifier. So we go over here and we're going to switch the skeleton over to the new skeleton, which is the template skeleton. Now we don't need the body and the we're gonna have the same issue that we had with Blide, where if we go into pose mode and we select his head, skeleton pieces, it still just kind of doesn't move, and that's gonna be part of the weight paint. So if we apply the weight paint correctly, it'll move as intended. So another thing we can do is we can actually delete all the arm bones and all the leg bones. It's not necessary since we have Blide's arms and legs.